this is actually better than what I thought it was going to be. Have you been lied to? Do you need to brush 2 minutes? How long do you need to brush? I'm Rick Buck and I've been a dentist for 14 years. I like to cover all things oral health related, so subscribe if you have teeth and you care about your health. In this video, we will test out how long you need to brush your teeth to remove most of the plaque in your mouth. And is it 2 minutes like we've always been told? I start, as always, by staining all the plaque in my mouth pink, and then I floss using my favorite floss. This way, we are only judging the plaque the toothbrush leaves behind. So quickly look at the plaque before we start so we can compare. Now the toothbrush I'm using here gets awesome results. So at the point it does well, it should be pretty obvious how good the toothbrush is doing. Now no, I'm going to brush in 20-second increments, which comes out to 5 seconds per quadrant or per 1/4 of my mouth each time I'm brushing. And then I'm gonna repeat this until we find the optimal time to brush. And that we'll be able to see by the end, because we'll see how much improvement we're getting between that moment and the 2 minutes that are recommended. So once again, I am using my favorite toothbrush that I have found with extensive testing of many toothbrushes on my channel. It can be found in an affiliate link below this video. Now as I'm brushing, you can see 5 seconds per quadrant is not long at all. What is really surprising is this is almost the amount of time people brush their teeth on average if their brush doesn't have a timer on it. But let's take a look at the results if it is actually that bad to brush this short amount of time. And you can see my results show this is actually better than what I thought it was going to be. I don't know, you decide for you, but I thought that we were just gonna have tons of plaque left behind. And maybe we would have with an inferior brush, but with my really good toothbrush, there's still definitely plaque left behind, just not as much as I thought. But let's be honest, most people aren't doing a great floss, and so I don't think the results are too shabby. But that being said, brushing 20 seconds with this toothbrush is not that bad. And trust me, I've seen worse results with inferior toothbrushes for brushing a full 2 minutes than this. Still though, I wouldn't brush this short of time, and I don't recommend it. I mean, I obviously missed some spots, especially as you can see on those lower molars. And those spots you can see on the lower molars are pretty important to clean because that's where gum disease and cavities can form. Okay, we're now going to be brushing 20 more seconds, which will be 40 seconds in total because this is the same day, just a couple seconds later. Now remember, I am using an immaculate brush and floss. I can't stress that enough. I am going to start fast forwarding a little through the brushing to show you the results more, and so we can get through quicker. So you can really start to see those plaque spots we missed are getting fainter. I'm actually a little bit surprised because it didn't get those spots as much as I thought it was gonna clean. I was gonna think we were gonna have brushing double the time, so I'm gonna get double the results. Well, on those spots that I missed, I don't think I got double the results. They just got a little bit fainter. So those plaque spots are taking a little more effort for a couple reasons. One, the one on the lower right molar has an angle that the brush needs to be turned a little bit to get it, which is why you still need to manually brush with an electric toothbrush, and why you need to floss. But you can watch my video on how to use an electric toothbrush if you want to know more on that, or my video on how to floss. So two, some plaque spots are just more tenacious than other spots even within my own mouth. Like you can see this on my upper left lateral incisor and premolar with those spots left behind. Now this is why you can get some of those plaque disclosing tablets, and I'll link to them in affiliate links below this video, to test out for yourself to see where those spots are in your mouth that are more difficult to get. And I recommend you don't do this every day, but every once in a while, just to see if you're doing a good job brushing your teeth. Okay, let's do another quick 20 seconds, totaling 1 minute now. You can see the tenacious plaque spots are starting to get really faint now. Now, I was hoping, once again, that we would get triple the amount of cleaning on those spots from the first time we saw, but we're just not. They're still faintly there. I mean, if this was your daily cleaning, you'd be pretty good and set to go. especially if you, let's say, went into your dentist and got cleanings twice a year so they can clean all the spots you've been missing of plaque. Still, that's a little bit risky because, I mean, do you really want to be leaving plaque behind? You're brushing your teeth, might as well clean the amount of time that it's going to take to really clean those spots. Keep in mind, these results do assume that you get dental cleanings. So all my recommendations are based on the fact that you're going to be going to the dental office to get cleanings twice a year, so that if you are missing spots, that they'll get those spots at those cleaning appointments. And one of the reasons you don't want to leave even faint spots behind is because dental plaque adheres to other dental plaque more easily and more tenaciously. So if you're leaving even tiny spots behind, it just still leaves a good breeding ground for the plaque to build up faster. So you need to remove the unreachable spots and missed spots from time to time. But the results, as you can see, still are not perfect and not that great, so I'm gonna keep going. So after we go another 20 seconds for 80 seconds in total, the results are getting to be almost perfect, but I can still see those faint spots. Can you see why I love this brush and floss so much? I might have to do this video with an inferior toothbrush or a manual toothbrush so we can kind of get the results of how well it would do with just a regular brush. Okay. So now we are arriving at the results of 1 minute and 40 seconds of brushing. So let's do that and fast forward, and you can see the results are great. Pretty much just what you want optimally, except it looks like I got a nice stained piece of something that settled between my two front teeth. So I don't know what that's all about, but I'm gonna disregard that and say for me, this is the least amount of time that I should be brushing for an optimal cleaning, so we're not leaving that much plaque behind. But since we're close to those 2 minutes, let's fast forward and check out those results. So I can see why the recommendation is 2 minutes after we're looking at these results. The results are so good. So here's what I gather from seeing everything. Flossing with a good floss is a must. If you do that and get regular dental cleanings from time to time, then the 2 minute rule is a good amount of time for everyone. If you brush a little less once in a while, you shouldn't worry too much, but once again, to be clear, you have to floss well first. If you want to see how you can get your mouth cleaner than this, then you should watch and check out my video on the best daily brushing and flossing routine. The results are mind-blowing. Everyone should watch that video at least once. All the links to the best products that I've mentioned and used in this video are in the YouTube description, including the plaque staining tablets. Subscribe if you have teeth and you want to keep them. And also, there's no time like today to give up sugar. You may not do it, but I just have to put it out there. See you in the next one.